Welcome back to Rob Schmitt Tonight. Time now for news from the left. While celebrating the now federally recognized Juneteenth, which again devolved into crime and chaos for the entire weekend, Black Lives Matter has again demanded reparations so they can, I guess, buy more expensive houses in Los Angeles for the senior members of the group. The Marxist organization urging corporations, specifically those who donated millions to BLM back in the summer of 2020, to pave the way for reparations, writing, "Act on your claims to value black life via holistic reparations for black communities and push for reparations," adding, "While we are not opposed to Juneteenth recognition, we are opposed to corporate America using black pain, black joy, black victories, and black history as an opportunity to expand their pockets without investing back into our communities. Stop exploiting our holiday." Now, the comedy of Black Lives Matter pretending to care about black lives is obviously not unknown to us. We get it. BLM has ushered in some of the worst crime rates in inner cities that we've ever seen, and they're proud to do it. But when they say stop exploiting the black community, it's comical in another way as well, because that's exactly what the founders did with their first massive infusion of cash. They got like $90 million that first year. And what did they do with it? Well, she got really rich. And then they decided that they needed to buy like a $6 million house in Los Angeles up in the Hollywood Hills because I guess they needed to have a headquarters in the whitest, richest area of the country. I guess that's what they needed it for. By the way, it was a $3 million house. They paid $6 million for it. So the big question is, when does that other $3 million get kicked back into one of their accounts that's sitting in the Cayman Islands? I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. I mean, it's not often that you pay $6 million for a $3 million house. You know, I know houses have gone up, but that's a little much. Next up, you might be shocked by how little Kamala Harris knows about slavery. I certainly was. The vice president of Indian and Jamaican descent exploits race issues constantly. It's what she's best at. But in reality, she's kind of clueless about slavery. Take a listen.
I think that we all know today is a day to celebrate the principle of freedom. And to think about it in terms of the context of history, knowing that black people in America were not free for 400 years of slavery.
400 years of slavery. Well, slavery in America lasted 246 years, not 400 years. Probably should know that, you know, when you're going to make statements like that. According to the New York Post, a White House official acknowledged Harris's error, telling the Post the vice president was referring to 400 years since slavery began. So she just kind of misconstrued a couple of facts there, I guess. Must not have been that important to her. She really didn't know the real number. Finally, CNBC goes woke with a very weird headline. "I can't win in this market. Why LGBTQ home buyers say mortgage rates are hitting them especially hard." CNBC. The article lists a number of alleged barriers to potential LGBTQ homeowners, such as having to pay the higher prices without getting a boost from the value of selling an existing property that they own. The article claims LGBTQ people are more likely to experience homelessness during their youth. Research indicating that LGBTQ homeowners are more likely to live in urban areas, which are more expensive. So basically, CNBC is just going as far as they can to pander to Pride Month as possible. They might be shocked to find over there at CNBC that housing is a little tough for straight people, too. Not that anybody cares about straight people anymore, but they're out there. According to Zillow, the U.S. typical average home value right now is $349,000. That is a 21% increase from the same point last year. So believe it or not, straight people aren't just all swimming in money. Housing is expensive for them, too, in case anybody cared.